Let's talk about personal finance for IT professionals, especially young IT professionals. So if you're watching this video, I assume you're probably in your 20s, software developer, you've worked hard to get into that position you're in. You had to invest a lot in education, working hard, getting some work experience, building some projects, and now you make okay money, but you're probably surrounded by people who make significantly more, and you feel in many cases you're smarter than them, but they make more money. So you're surrounded by idiots who make more money than you. That can be very frustrating. So what do you make out of that? And the personal finance situation for IT professionals is actually really tricky because it's counterintuitive. It goes against everything you've ever been taught. So you're in your 20s, maybe early 30s, working super hard, making decent money, more than most people. But what you should understand is you will not catch up to those idiots who make more money. You probably keep working hard, and if you want more money, they will replace you with someone else who's willing to work maybe even more hours for that money that you think is not enough. So it's hard to really grow in your salary in that industry. Now the next thing you should consider is look around you. If you work in a large office, you can literally look around you. How old are the people you work with? If you work remotely, it might be a bit more difficult. But either way, I bet you will have a hard time finding a lot of people older than 40. And that means you should assume by the age you're 40, you will be having a hard time finding a job. Because the reason is not that technology is so new that literally no people above 40 who started working in IT. No, it's been around for more than 50 years. Mainframe computers, banks, has been around for many decades. So the early starters are long retired and dead. So it's literally that the industry spits out people in the late 30s, early 40s. And that's gonna happen to you as well. So now you're underpaid, and at some point you will be spun out and will be having a hard time to find work at all. Or you will be so burned out, you just can't take it anymore. So either way, you need an exit strategy. That means the money you're making now, even though you feel you're underpaid, because other people more stupid than you make more money, and you hope to catch up, but again, that's not gonna happen. So this money is basically compensation for two things. One is your job security is extremely low. Any moment you might get a phone call, a meeting, and get kicked out. Very short notice period. Maybe the company is going bankrupt, who knows, if it's a startup. So your job security is low. You might need months or half a year to find a new job, and you need to save some money for that. And the next thing is, it won't last very long. Maybe 10 years, 15 years, and you will be either burned out or will be having a hard time to find a job. Also, you need to spend a lot of time to keep up with your education. All the technologies you're working with now, in 15 years, no one will use that anymore. So you have to spend a lot of time learning new stuff, and 2/3 of the new stuff you will be learning about, no one will ever be using. And the last third will get you maybe to another 10 years. So you should probably plan for like a 15-year period where you can work, where you will not be making as much money as you think you should. And that means you need to save money for the time after this period and be prepared. What are you gonna do after that? It will probably not be IT, so you need to have some exit plan. So that's my advice to young IT professionals. Save as much of your income as you can, invest it in an S&P 500 index fund, and mentally prepare that the day will come, will be quite suddenly, that you will be having a hard time finding a new job, your income will dry up, and you need to not just be financially prepared, you need to be prepared mentally, have a plan. What are you gonna do now next in your career? What's your next career? So if you want to discuss more about these kind of aspects of your IT career, follow my channel, comment below, and I will make more about career advice, financial advice for IT professionals, how to go through this difficult industry and be happy, be financially okay. See you next time.